Hey, what's up? John Sonmez from SimpleProgrammer.com. So I'm excited today because I got this awesome video from David, and David's been commenting on a lot of videos. I've been watching him grow. So thanks, David, for submitting a video. And he's got a really good question here. So I'll let you watch him, and then I'll answer his question in a minute.
Hi John, my name is David. I'm from Denmark. I recently started a YouTube channel called Movation, which is about UI, UX design and front-end development. And I have just been getting my feet wet, creating very brief tutorials, just getting into the habit of editing. And in the future, I want to make some really high quality, in-depth tutorials about especially UI, UX design. And I have been watching other channels, and it seems like a lot of them are pretty much going out of their way to show their face on camera. So they have these small screens down the right left corner of the videos where they show their face talking to the audience all the time as they teach. And my problem is that my first language is not English, it's Danish, and I'm not very comfortable in front of a camera. This is the first time I show myself on camera. So I don't want this to interfere with the quality of my videos, but at the same time I understand why people are doing this. They want to gain trust, they want to connect. So what I want to ask you is, do you think this is necessary in order to create a successful educational channel and in order to connect to your audience? Is this absolutely necessary to do, and is it worth overcoming this obstacle before I start to create these really in-depth tutorials? I've been following you for a little while now, and I think I know what you're going to say, but I'm not 100% sure, and I really appreciate the way you explain things. So that's why I'm asking you. Thank you, John.
So, David, first of all, congrats, man. That's awesome. You did an awesome video. I don't know what you're talking about. First of all, you're good on camera. Really good. That's perfectly fine. I mean, and in fact, I don't think you said make like one time. Like, if you don't have any practice at this, you are a natural. You probably shot this video like a bunch of times, but still, you nailed it. That was good. Perfect. Totally fine. Like, don't worry about it at all. And you come across good. Your personality is coming out in camera. You could bring more of that. That would be better, but just even that is good. People are gonna like that. And you not being a native English speaker, I really couldn't pick that up from your video. I mean, maybe a little bit, but honestly, that doesn't seem like that's going to be something that's going to hold you back either. It seems like you have a pretty good command of the English language, and the biggest thing is to be able to enunciate so I can understand you, and I can understand you 100%. I think a lot of people will probably leave some comments below and confirm that is true, and that they like your presence on camera. So anyway, great on that. As far as answering your question specifically, you know that you already know the answer I'm going to give you, but I'm going to give it to you anyway, which is basically you don't have to do video, right? You don't have to show yourself on video. You can do tutorials, and you have a tutorial site, and never show yourself on video. But the fact that you said it scares you as a challenge, you should do it just based on that, right? Because where there's fear, there's growth. This is an important thing to remember. Where there's fear, there's growth. I have to remind myself this a lot, right? But in addition to that, just from a practical reason, people want to connect with another person. And you know what? There's some people that hate my guts. They watch my videos and they're like, that John Sonmez guy, what a douchebag. And they don't watch any more of my videos. And that's fine. But there's other people that they connect with my personality. They get what I'm about. They like the style that I'm delivering my content, and YouTube and having the video is a very good way to do that, right? It's a good way to connect with people, and that's why I love this format, because I feel like I'm really able to connect with people. I'm really able to give you 100% of me and what I'm about, and and some people are going to reject that. That's totally fine, but other people are going to like that. So I think it's important. I think it's a good thing. I think it's important to connect with your audience as much as possible, and I think it's going to give more. I mean, it's more interesting, right? One thing when I was doing Pluralsight videos, a lot of Pluralsight videos, and we didn't have the ability to use the camera in there. I wanted to so bad, but at least I try to throw a little personality in there, talk a little bit. A lot of Pluralsight authors, no offense, but a lot of them would be very monotone. This is now we're going to declare a variable, and here is the variable j, and that's boring to listen to, right? Adding a little bit of entertainment and fun in the education process and personality is really gonna grasp people's attention and make it more interesting. So I mean, I find it a better way to learn. It's more interesting. When I go to a conference or a talk, a seminar or something, and the person's telling stories and they're interesting, and I get the information better, and I just have a better time, and I want to go and learn from them. I'm more likely to stay awake and pay attention. So again, you don't have to be on video, but you're totally fine for being on video. And if you start doing this, you're gonna have no problem at all. And I think it'll enhance. I think it'll add to it. And you always want to, in order to be as successful as possible, you want to do the hard thing, right? The barrier to entry to YouTube itself is fairly high. Not everyone can record screencasts and whatnot, but if you up it one more level to be on the camera doing video, you've created it's a higher barrier to entry. So there's less people that are going to follow you, less competition, less people doing that. So that's why I've had the success that I've had here, I believe, is because it's hard to do. Not everyone is going to do this, so you have less competition. So anyway, I think that you probably already guessed at a lot of what I was going to say, but I appreciate you taking the time to do the video. And again, good job. That's awesome. And stepping up to being brave to do it. I know that's not easy. I know from experience, so I definitely appreciate that. And everyone who's watching, give some thumbs up, give some comments, some comments here for David here, because this is not easy to do, and show him some support. And if you've got a question for me, I would love to answer it. You can send me a video, or you can just send me an email at john@simpleprogrammer.com. And I can't get to all of them. I do get tons of email, but I definitely try to get to as many of them as possible. So if you like this video, if you like this channel, subscribe. Take care.